So hi guys and welcome to MotorStreak, and in this video let's do a full-on review on the Škoda Kushaq. So I'll tell you the pros and the cons of the Škoda Kushaq and also be telling you that whether should you be buying this or not. So yeah, let's get over the pros and the cons. And again guys, this is not a specification point of video. I will not be telling you the basic specs and all that stuff. Let's directly jump into the pros and the cons. And the first thing that I liked about the Škoda Kushaq is the engine, the performance, the driving dynamics, etc. The Škoda Kushaq is a pure driver's delight. It has a 1.0 liter TSI engine which actually produces 115 PS of power and 175 Newton meters of torque. And I'll tell you what, the 1 liter engine on the Škoda Kushaq is so good that it never feels like a 1 liter engine. It rather feels like a 1.5 liter engine. So excellent job done by Škoda in terms of the engine, guys. It's a really good engine that you get in this price range. Driving it in the city is not a problem at all. Even overtaking is not a problem, even in the automatic variant of the car. So that way I would say that in terms of engine, this car is simply really good. Another thing that I liked about the car is the build quality, the fit and finish, etc. So the top-notch fit and finish you'll get on the Škoda Kushaq, which is one of the main highlights of the car, and it also comes with loads of safety features such as 6 airbags, ESP, tire pressure monitoring system, etc. So that way it's really good. It's actually available in 3 trims: active, ambition and style. Basically the active version is the base variant, ambition is the mid variant, and style is the top variant. But even the base variant gets a lot of standard safety features, and the top variant gets a lot more features such as LED headlights, 17-inch wheels, ventilated seats, parking sensors in the front, wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, etc. So the car is really feature loaded, and in fact even the infotainment system on this one is very good. You don't have any lagginess or any sort of that kind of problem with a 10-inch infotainment system, and it also comes with 6 speakers, which according to Škoda is going to be best in class. So that's also good. And also the rear seat legroom for 2 adults is really nice. Now note that I'm only talking about the legroom. I'll get back to the headroom and the support when I talk about the cons. But because this car has a wheelbase of 2650mm, that way I would say that the wheelbase on this, the wheelbase is long, so that means that legroom is very good on this one. So really nice, guys. The features, the way it drives and everything else, and even the design. Even though design is a subjective thing, but according to me, the car looks really premium, much more premium than the Hyundai or the Kia alternative. So in that way, yes, there are a lot of pros on this car. But now let's also get into the cons, because only after knowing the cons you'll be able to make your final buying decision. And also I'd advise you to do a final test drive of the car before buying it. So yeah, now let's get into the cons of the car. So the first thing to worry about with the Škoda Kushaq is the after sales service on this one. The Škoda is not that much famous in after sales service, and they have a lot of scope for improvement. The sales service is not good according to the customers. So yes, that's a thing to keep in mind. And if you compare it with a brand like Hyundai or Maruti, definitely in terms of servicing and sales service, Škoda falls back. And also the rear seat and shoulder room, it's very limited headroom, and the floor hump on the center. So that means that you can't really seat a lot of people in this car. A lot of people in the sense that the car is best suited for sitting 2 people in the back and not 3 people, because there's that floor hump that does not allow the middle passenger to sit comfortably. And also, as I told, it has limited amount of headroom and shoulder room. Even the under thigh support, I would say, is just about average like that, but it's definitely not the best. And also the alloy wheels and the silver alloys does not look as exciting or as stylish as in the Kia Seltos. Again, design is a subjective thing. I did not like the alloy wheel design of the Škoda Kushaq. I feel that the Kia Seltos has a better alloy wheel design. So that way I would say it lags behind. And also the car is actually a very compact car. In fact, this is the most compact car that you can get at this price segment, in this segment. So definitely it's a very compact car, and this might be a pro for some and con for some. It's pro in the sense that it's very easy to maneuver in the traffic, but if you compare it, but some people they just want a huge SUV, like how the MG Hector offers like a full proper sized SUV, and that is something that the Skoda Kushaq simply lags behind. So that way I would say that's also a big con to consider. Overall, it's a very good car, guys. You can definitely go for it. You get better features in Hyundai and Kia and even MG, but the kind of brand value that Skoda has, simply for the brand, that brand value no one else will be able to give you. So that's it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one.